Hi guys, Steph here. Take a look at this gorgeous pen. Hey! Basically, I was rummaging through the boxes of pens that I've got looking for a specific pen. I came across this one and I thought, oh, what a lovely pen. So I thought, well, this is one pen that deserves to be used by somebody and not sat in a box. So, what have we got for you? What we've got for you is a gorgeous Conway Stewart. And this one, if I show you the barrel imprint, if I can find it, there we go. The imprint reads the Universal Pen, Conway Stewart, London. And then underneath, it's got number 479. Okay, so that's the barrel imprint. Very nice indeed. Now, this particular one, the 479 with the what they term as a flat top, the pen was sort of introduced and made around about sort of the late 1930s, I believe. And it was actually sort of one of the few models that Conway Stewart produced. And I believe in limited numbers as well, during the severe restrictions placed on pen production by the War Office during the early stages of World War II. And it was also known, I believe, as the austerity pen. Austerity pen? No way. It's a gorgeous quality made fountain pen. The size of it from the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel, around about 129 millimeters in capped. Diameter wise around the barrel, around about 11.5 in diameter. As you can see, it's in gorgeous condition. It was a little bit tired when I found it in the box, and I thought, right, I've fully restored it, cleaned everything internally. We've put a brand new sack in the pen, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a lever fill pen there, as you can see. It's got this, well, the nickel, sort of a nickel silver lever with the Conway Stewart logo to the end there. And if we take you up to the cap, you'll notice there's no cap band on this particular model, but it has the nickel silver Conway Stewart ball clip with the Conway Stewart logo to the top. And as we've just mentioned, this sort of flat stud, if you like, finial to the top of the cap. Now, the 479 came in multitude of different colours, different patterns. They made some nice hard rubber chase pattern ones, many different colours in different marbling. And they also made pens. Well, again, at that particular period, they made pens for different companies, different manufacturers, but predominantly they made companies, for stationers, private companies, etc. So you will find these pens with a name of a company on the imprint. That is quite common. And as I've just mentioned, there's no cap band, but there was also another model, the 476, which was pretty well identical, but came with a thin cap band. But because these pens, as I mentioned earlier, were made in limited numbers, they're very sought after with the collectors, which is quite understandable because they are gorgeous, gorgeous pens. So what we'll do, we're going to try and find a new home for this particular one. You can see it comes in this sort of blue marbling colour. Very nice indeed. And as you can see, it's in beautiful, beautiful condition. So let's unscrew the cap for you. Let's show you the pen in a couple of different angles. As I said, it's a pen that deserves to be used by somebody, enjoyed by somebody, and not sat in a box with other pens. So, repeating myself, fully restored it, cleaned everything, and it's ready to go. You can see the threads there, nice and clean. It's got the very recognisable Conway Stewart section there, slightly concave, flares out towards the nib there. Now when I found the pen, it actually had the wrong nib in the pen, so I've replaced it with the correct Conway Stewart 14 carat number 3 nib, which you can see there. There's a sideways view for you, and the feed underneath is again the very recognisable feed for Conway Stewart of that particular period. Again, lovely and clean as it should be. It's a very nice size pen with my large hands, nice and comfortable to hold and to write with. So a very nice sought after model, the number 479 in this lovely blue marbling from the 1930s. And again, they made them, I believe, maybe up to sort of 1940s, maybe even the 1950s. But this one, because of the clip, etc., is an earlier model. And also you can tell by the sort of the flat top there that this is one of the earlier models. Now, I'm not going to fill the pen. We've put a brand new sack in the pen. So if I actually open the lever for you. Okay, there's the lever. And that locks into place. So it's ready to go. But what we'll do a writing sample. We'll do a dip test for you. Let's dip it into the ink and let's see how the pen writes. So what we've got is a Conway Stewart, made, as it says, made in London and made around, I believe, around about 1938, so later on in the 1930s. It's actually writing very nicely indeed. There's a little bit, or is there? No, I would say it's writing with maybe a medium, getting onto a broad line, but very nice. A very nice writer, as you can see there. Okay, so a lovely writer, nice and smooth. Let's just give the nib a bit of a wipe. We'll clean the nib after the video and get it ready for a new owner. So there we have it. A gorgeous, gorgeous pen, a lovely example of the universal pen Conway Stewart, made in London, the number 479, a rather desirable Conway Stewart model. Very nice. I hope you've enjoyed looking at the pen as much as I enjoy showing them to you people. Don't forget, leave a comment down below. Give the video a thumbs up if you will. Don't forget to subscribe as well. But for now, I'm just going to say Slavo Ukraini from me and this lovely pen. Bye-bye for now.